Hello, so this is a video about my last day of middle school. Enjoy.
So, what did my last day of school entail? Well, it started off by me being greeted by my friends Marin and Megan rushing me down to our homeroom class. We did not want to be late. We only had like 5 minutes. It was then when we quickly realized that the room did not look the same as it did when we went there the first 3,000 times. The tables and chairs were pushed up against the wall, and it looked quite stunning. There was a tarp on the ground that we guessed was for painting. Since we had homeroom in the art room, Megan realized she forgot a pen for her yearbook, so people could not sign it, which is very bad if you ask me. So, Marin stayed guard at the door to make sure no teachers were coming, because we have a goody two-shoes streak that we do not want to wreck right now. It is the last day of school. We do not know what consequences could prevail from us getting caught climbing on tables. You never know in this society. So, Megan, can you not burn? So, Megan got her Sharpie, thankfully, before any teachers started to immense from the shadows of the schoolyard. It was then that we realized we had to face another dilemma. We have no idea where our homeroom is, and the bell is about to ring, and we are going to be late. So we quickly scattered across the entire school, rushing as fast as our feet could carry. Of course, I was the lead because I have the longest legs. But then Marin quickly decided to scatter across the school by running. Me and Megan, however, are not about that life, so we decided to walk around, eventually losing Marin in the process. Don't worry, we found Marin eventually. Then we went and asked the dean, and of course she knew that they were meeting in the gym. And so we quickly ran into the gym to enter just in time for roll call. It was intense. It was crazy. We almost lost a few limbs in the process. But thankfully, we made it. Now, from that dire situation, all I was able to gather was this little clip.
We made it.
It was a very intense situation, and I did not think of grabbing my phone and recording all the suspense. So we made it into the gym in time for roll call, and then it was time for us to head into the auditorium for an amazing little slideshow. This slideshow contained images of us in 6th grade through 8th grade. So our entire awkward middle school career has been documented in the form of a slideshow. And I may say it was magnificent. People cheered and clapped when their friends came on to the screen. Since I did not explain this earlier, our day consisted of meeting up in our homeroom class, going to watch the slideshow, going to the bowling alley, going to the park, and then walking back to the school to eventually get picked up. We boarded the buses with very much enthusiasm. We have a lot of energy built up in our veins from sitting and watching our very awkward selves on screen. So of course we were rushing to the buses, as you can see from this video clip of me trying to film while walking very excitedly. We boarded the buses.
No, not a video. What are you doing?
Yeah. Haha. Get pranked, Ella.
No.
Hey! Hi. It was then that the buses started off to the bowling alley. It went super speed. We were there in a matter of 3 seconds. It was then that the people in your lane would gather up, grab bowling balls, and head over to your assigned lane. Now, my bowling lane consisted of Ella the handicap, Ivy the screamer, Nora the shy one that does not want to be filmed but is getting filmed anyway, Kristen the not so smart, very smart person, Eliana Suzanne here, who is always getting bullied because who else are we supposed to bully? Myself? Of course not. I am the one with the camera. And Mary Claire, the one who is always ice skating even if it is solid ground. and we bowled the night away. First up to bowl was Ella, who is indeed handicapped, so she requested that she be given the kids' ramp. Next up was Ivy, who had exquisite form. The form worked out well for her because she got a strike in the end. After Ivy, it was Nora, who did not want to be filmed, so I did not film her, and I do not remember what she got. Next up was Kristen, who almost got eaten by the ball. Kristen almost got a spare. Next up was me, and I bowled very fiercely. My experience in Wii Sports came in very handy. But I, alas, did not have any brackets to stop my bowling ball from getting into the gutter. What is wrong with my voice? Because I almost got a spare, but I almost got eaten by the ball. After me was Eliana. That was your choice!
I'm a 7.
Oh!
That was so good, Ellie.
Eliana did pretty good. She almost got a spare. Too bad we cannot see her almost getting a spare because her elbow is in the way. After Ellie was Mary Claire, who also requested I did not film her. How rude. Next up was round 2. In round 2, Ella said screw you to the ramp before grabbing it again anyways. In the meantime, while Ella was bowling, I got attacked by Ivy because I said Ella was not good enough to not use the ramp.
She's not good enough!
Yeah.
That's body shaming! You failed her! I'm gonna clap you!
Ivy went up and did fine, like always.
Me and Ivy are playing pinball next time.
Oh yes, pinball. The thing that we did the entire night. Pinball is when you slam the bowling ball into the brackets of your lane and watch it go side to side till it hits the pins. Obviously, I cannot film myself, so I asked the help of my friends to film me. And I must say, they did an exquisite job. They did things I never would have thought of doing, as filming vertically.
Why are you filming vertical, you idiot?
Filming themselves, taking pictures of themselves, taking pictures of their feet, and not filming me at all.
We're supposed to be filming Camilla. Camilla thinks we're filming her. Oh God. Okay. You're doing so good, Camilla! Yeah! Do you think she believes that we're filming her? High future, Camilla. She's
Frick you guys. You suck. Then our friends Megan and Peyton came over.
Hi. I'm losing. I'm in here too. Hi. Me too.
Ellie, you want to be in it?
No.
We were all very ecstatic to see them, especially Ivy, who screamed in delight. At this point, we had gone through many rounds of bowling in excitement, and I overestimated my ability to bowl. Wii Sports was not holding up like the real thing. It got to the point where everyone cheered as soon as I hit a pin down. And Ivy, the winner of the night, did amazing. We figured out the less you cared about bowling, the more you succeeded. And I can second that notion because one time, Kristen was getting one of the golden tickets Ellie is holding right now. Now those golden tickets you got when you got a spare or a strike, and you could get a little piece of candy with them. While Kristen was getting her candy because of the ticket, I stepped in and bowled for her. Bowling normally the first time and then playing pinball the second time, eventually getting a spare in the process. And then it happened, the 15-minute warning. This is when we all went insane. We kept yelling at everyone to hurry up, even Ella. We did not care that she was handicapped. That does not apply in this matter. Neither does the machines. When Ivy came up, she yelled at us for yelling at her because she had to wait for the machines. Kristen and Nora had an amazing idea to do warm-ups. This is when things got insane. They wouldn't let anyone else join into the warm-ups, and when they did, they had to start the warm-ups all over. But the warm-ups proved necessary for making them bowl better. We went supersonic speed, and it proved to be quite efficient. We finished a whole round in only 4 minutes.
Whoa!
Now, after the game was done, we decided that we had time to start one round of bowling. We had 1 round to accomplish this. First, Ella, Ivy, and Nora all in a row got 9 pins down. This is when we decided that everyone had to get 9 pins down. If you got any lower or any less, you were in the shame corner for the rest of the evening. I surprisingly bowled 9 pins. We did not expect this because of how badly I was doing the entire night. Kristen did not bowl 9 pins, she only bowled 8. So did Ellie, she bowled 9 pins, and that was very sad for us all. Mary Claire bowled 10. She was very ecstatic about it, but none of us were because you were supposed to bowl 9, not 10. And that concluded our time in the bowling alley. It was time for us to pack up and get going. It was now time for us to board the buses again and head over to the park. It was when we were at the park when I realized my phone was on 5%. So the only footage I got from the park was us strolling to our lunch table and then us running frantically upside down to our lunch table. After a few hours at the park, the teachers decided that we were going to trug up the hill and back to the school. Yes, folks, we had to walk up a hill to go to our school. Obviously, everyone was complaining, and me, being the positive ray of sunshine I was, decided not to complain and think about how many calories we were burning right now. But obviously, nobody cared because they were all tired. Now it was time for us to watch 2 guys playing piano and duel each other. It was very entertaining, and I'm very sad I didn't get to record any of it, but it would have made this video about like 30 minutes long, so no thank you. Now it was time to end the evening with the cry and goodbye. We all went outside and cried our eyes off. Well, at least I didn't. About half the school was crying and half the school did not care because we still didn't think it was summer yet. But yes, the crying goodbye was tough. Half of my friends were crying and half of my friends did not care. And when the clock struck 2, me and my brother skirted out of that school with the force of orangutans running from Tarzan. I waved goodbye to the school, for I will miss it. And that, my friends, was my last day of middle school. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.
Buy my merch at Jake Paul /shop or something. I don't know.